So, you've been scrolling through social media, you see those adorable, fluffy doodle dogs, and you think, are they really as perfect as they look? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going way beyond the cute pictures and getting into the ultimate guide for any potential doodle owner. And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, they're everywhere you look, and they seem like the absolute perfect family pet. But are they truly the right fit for your specific home, your lifestyle? Let's figure it out together. You hear the big three all the time. They're brilliant, super affectionate, and a dream for anyone with allergies. But as we're about to find out, there is so much more to the story than just those three magic words. So let's really get into it. We're going to trace the entire path, starting with how to find a fantastic, responsible breeder, then decoding all that confusing genetic stuff, all the way to that incredible moment when this little fluff ball becomes a real part of your family. Okay, first things first, you need to know that this is a pretty big investment. A well-bred doodle from a really reputable breeder, yeah, you're typically looking in this price range. But what you're really paying for isn't just a puppy. It's peace of mind. It's for the health and the temperament and a fantastic start in life for your future best friend. So let's start at the very beginning, because the journey to getting a great dog, it doesn't start on the day you bring them home. No, it starts weeks, sometimes even months before that, with the incredible care and dedication of a responsible breeder. These right here, these are the absolute non-negotiables. A great breeder isn't just in the business of selling puppies. They're investing in the future of their dogs. That means extensive health testing on the parents to avoid passing down genetic issues. They are obsessed with early socialization. They're a complete open book about how they do things. And, maybe most importantly, their support doesn't just stop the second you walk out the door. Now, you might hear a good breeder talk about something called ENS. It sounds super scientific and complicated, right? But it's actually a simple set of gentle exercises done when the puppies are just a few days old. By introducing these tiny, controlled bits of stress, it helps build a stronger, more resilient neurological system. And here's why that matters to you. It creates a more confident dog that's just better equipped to handle the stresses of everyday life later on. And right along with ENS, you'll often see top breeders doing ESI. During that exact same critical window from day 3 to 16, they introduce the puppies to a new, natural scent every single day. This simple little thing builds so much confidence and just makes the big, wide world seem a lot less scary. Think of it like this. The breeder is literally building a brave, resilient mind from day 3, which means you get a more stable, curious, and well-adjusted dog. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of genetics. Because honestly, this is where so many of the common questions and a lot of the myths about doodles come from. We're talking about generations, different coats, and of course, the big one, allergies. This has got to be the #1 reason people start looking for a doodle in the first place. But is that hypoallergenic label actually true? Well, the answer? It's a little complicated. And this right here is the absolute key. No dog, not a single one, is 100% allergy-proof. The word hypoallergenic just means less likely to cause a reaction. The real culprits for allergies are proteins that are found in dander, that's skin cells, saliva, and urine, all things that every single dog on the planet produces. So, how do you up your chances of getting a dog that's good for allergies? It really comes down to understanding this kind of alphabet soup of labels. An F1 is a 50-50 cross, which means their coat is a total wild card. An F1B, that's where the puppy is bred back to a poodle, which gives you a much better shot at that low-shutting coat. And multi-legends, that's where breeders are really dialing it in, trying to create the most consistent coats possible. But listen, even that generation label isn't a 100% guarantee. The single most important genetic piece of the puzzle for that low-shedding quality isn't the generation. It's a specific trait, and it's called furnishings. And you can literally see the difference. Furnishings are the genes that give doodles that classic teddy bear face, the cute beard and the eyebrows. A furnished dog is your absolute best bet for a low-shedding coat. An unfurnished dog, on the other hand, is going to look more like the other parent, say a golden retriever, and will almost definitely shed. This is exactly why genetic testing from a good breeder is so important. Okay, so you've done your homework, you've found a great breeder, you've picked out your perfect furnished puppy. Now comes the really exciting part. Bringing them home. That first year is just a total whirlwind, so let's map it out. Honestly, preparation is everything. Before that puppy even sets a paw in your house, have a puppy zone ready to go, a safe, gated-off space. Stock up on all the basics: bowls, collar, leash, lots of chew toys. Have a potty training game plan ready, and just be prepared for accidents, because they're going to happen. And finally, get that first vet appointment booked. Now, as you start training, I want you to remember this. Positive reinforcement is not just about handing out treats. It's about building a common language based on trust. When you reward the behaviors you want to see, you're not just teaching commands, you're showing your puppy how to succeed, and you're making your bond so much stronger. Man, that first year just flies by, and it happens in stages. Those first few weeks, from 8 to 12, that's your golden window for bonding and gentle socialization. Then, bam, the teething monster arrives. Around 6 months, you hit the teen phase, and they might suddenly forget everything you ever taught them. Don't panic, it's totally normal. And then, by the end of that first year, they'll start to settle into the amazing adult dog they're meant to be. Now, let's talk about the long game. Because that beautiful, low-shedding coat we've been talking about, it comes with a very serious commitment to grooming. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this is one of the biggest responsibilities of being a doodle owner. This is the routine, and it's really not optional. To prevent their hair from getting painfully matted, you have to brush them almost daily. You need a good slicker brush and a metal comb. Pay extra attention to those high-friction spots, like behind the ears and under their legs. And you'll need to plan for a professional groomer for a full haircut every 6 to 8 weeks. This isn't just about looking good. It's absolutely essential for their health. Speaking of haircuts, let's tackle a huge myth that I hear every single summer. It makes sense, right? It gets hot, so you should just shave them down to the skin to keep them cool. Nope. Please, whatever you do, do not do this. That amazing coat actually works like insulation in a house. It protects them from the heat and, just as importantly, from getting a sunburn. Shaving them down strips away all that natural protection. A light summer trim is fantastic, but a full shave can really do more harm than good. So as we wrap this up, it's pretty clear that owning a doodle is a huge commitment. It's a commitment of your time, your energy, and your money. But the return on that investment, it's just immeasurable. You're not just getting a pet. You are gaining a loyal, goofy, loving friend for life. So now you have the whole picture. Everything from finding the right breeder to that lifelong commitment of care. The only question left to ask yourself is this: are you ready for what might just be the most rewarding challenge of your entire life?